Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the Mariners and the Kansas City Royals. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting together some quality outings early in the season could do wonders for this club getting out of the gate with a good start.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Brad Keller gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep into games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
Alex Smith the next to hit. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And it's fouled away.
First pitch, 3:05.
A ball and a strike to our leadoff man here this afternoon. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. It's been a slow start as they come in with just 1 win from their first 5 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Our temperature here this afternoon creeping up to the 60-degree mark here at first pitch. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Mariners center fielder now with a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Evan White will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking, strike 3. Striding in, Evan White. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here it comes. One out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Keller has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that.
In this day and age of smaller ballparks, the ball's lively, the bats are harder. This guy does a great job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. And one of the keys, he's not predictable. He'll throw his off-speed pitches behind an account. He's really difficult to sit on just 1 pitch.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. Two great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And that's in there, 2-1.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
The 2-1 home is in there for the second strike. Bases are empty here with two men out. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3. Count still full, 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Grounder down the line at third, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball, and now he'll get into scoring position with two away.
That's a pitch he'll look back on and relive tonight when he's lying in bed. A pitch away from posting a 0 in the first, and he makes a big mistake, and he pays the price. So now he's got to work on leaving him out there at second base.
Dan Vogelbach is next, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
Ready with the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those two out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, Dero, you touched on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket. That two-out double right now, he's going to have to buckle down to try to keep this game scoreless.
Turned on down the line. Seager at second with two down. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Danger averted following the two-out double. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Taijuan Walker gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Stepping into the box, Adalberto Mondesi. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Not shortstop, number 27.
Pitch on the way. Ball 1. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. A 2-1 count to the leadoff hitter for Kansas City. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Now the payoff pitch home. Bouncer up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Sometimes you get lucky in this game. I don't think pitch recognition-wise he would choose to swing at that exact pitch. But you know what? Sometimes result is the only thing that matters.
Walker a move to first. Don't want to forget about him. Standing in now, Nicky Lopez, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in there. Oh, 1 pitch on its way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a throw over, and he's back easily. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
2-1.
Ball
3-1 now as that misses down and in.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1. Lined but speared on a hop. While the throw pulls him off the bag.
And that play is indicative of how their entire season has gone so far. They make the routine plays difficult, and if there's a tough play, they really struggle with it. They need to tighten up their fundamentals so they can get back on track.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Smith's on the move. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
The right fielder, Jorge Soler.
Now at the plate, Jorge Soler. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gun. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit, too.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, That's the one I expect him to turn to.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Hunter Dozier digging in now. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And the runners will stay put here on ball 1. That misses 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Ready with the 2-0. Runners on first and third, 2 away. This is popped up. Seager is there for it. And that's the 3rd out. Royals strand a pair. Still no score. Stepping up to the plate, J.P. Crawford, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the 2nd inning. First pitch on its way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Here's the pitch. And it's 1-2.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone. Austin Nola will be next. 3-2 pitch. This is line to left. But coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out.
That is it. The catcher, Austin Nola.
Now to the plate, Austin Nola. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way.
Count 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
That's the ball.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
The 2-0 on the way.
3-0.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
Full count still.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Popped him up. O'Hearn is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 7th, the right fielder, number 1, Kyle Lewis.
Set to get his day started, Kyle Lewis. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to left. And Gordon will make the catch to retire the side. Mariners are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now at the plate, Salvador Perez. He'll lead it off here against Taijuan Walker.
The catcher, Salvador Perez.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope. Ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Now here it comes. And he looks at a called strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. So striding forward now, Ryan O'Hearn. It was an 0 for 4 day for him in yesterday's loss. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's too high.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Now a swing, and O'Hearn sends this one high in the air and out to deep right field. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, and they've taken a 1-run lead.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
At the plate now, Michael Franco.
The designated hitter.
And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to first. Oh, what a stop. He goes to first. What a way to get it out. 2 gone now. That was exceptional.
Oh, that's a tough play, but he pulled it off perfectly. Once he made the great stop, still had to make a good feed to the pitcher covering, which isn't easy on routine grounders sometimes. Hard not to appreciate that one.
Into the box, Alex Gordon will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Walker peers in. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's good.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Now the 2-1.
No, inside.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
The 3-1. Hit hard up the middle. And that's a base hit for Gordon. Well, fastball count there yielded fastball, Mark.
Yeah, you drive to the ballpark praying to get in 1-3-1 count a night and buy yourself that guaranteed fastball, and he didn't miss it.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Adalberto Mondesi, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Set. Here it comes. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Smith. And that retires the side. But the Royals are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 Royals. Coming to the plate now, Jose Marmolejos. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Good waist pitch, 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Now at the plate, Tim Lopes, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch, runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No one out with a runner at second. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Well, the good news is this guy can really dial it up and let it fly. The bad news is sometimes he overthrows it and has absolutely no idea where it's going. He's in a little bit of a trouble, so we'll see if he can work his way out of this.
Digging in, Malik Smith, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. To second for 1. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
The first baseman, number 12, Evan White.
So stepping in, Evan White, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's a look over to first. Just keeping him close. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Hard hit ball to second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And the tying run is in to score from third. It's 1-1. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Up next for Seattle.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a run right back after you've given one up to the guys in the other dugout. So he squares this thing up really well to drive in a run and ties us up at 1.
To the plate now, Kyle Seager, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Seager will wait on the 1-0. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The 1-1. And this one gets away. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from third. Now the 2-1 pitch.
That's ball three.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Still only one out in the inning. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Fouled away. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are two away now.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
So now to the plate, Daniel Vogelbach, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And it's 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
1-1. Here it is. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And that'll score the runner from third as they'll open up a 3-1 lead. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Now batting.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mariners 3 and the Royals 1. At the plate, Nicky Lopez as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he won't take any chances on that one as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. Now a cutter down around his shoe tops as he hops out of the way.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Oh, had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
With Merrifield next to bat. A ball and no strikes. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 1-1 home. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Merrifield is retired, 2 down now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up Jorge Soler to hit next. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Walker gets the sign. Here he comes 0-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Third inning here, 3-1 our score. 2-2 to Jorge Soler. So a full count now.
Well, he had him down 0-2 earlier in this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put him away and end this inning. This has been a fun battle to watch.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. This is line to left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Hit the other way out toward right field. Lewis waits on it. And that retires the side. Royals leave 1. Score holds. It's 3-1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for the Mariners.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Austin Nola comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both a southpaw and a right-hander get loose. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1.
Down 1-1.
Up high, 2-1 now. Fouled off. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And as you can see there, both guys topping out at 96 miles an hour. Into the box now, Kyle Lewis hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
1 ball, no strikes the count. And he comes back with 1 in there for a high strike. Hey. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. Three to 1 is our score here in inning number 4. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box, Jose Marmolejos, and it's fouled away. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Mariners, and it's still 3-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th, but before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the inning break about the Royals' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And up steps Salvador Perez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Marmolejos is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, number 66.
In now, Ryan O'Hearn. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Now here's the pitch. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Two and 1 to the Royals first baseman. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2.
Got a full count.
The bouncer to the left side. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Michael Franco is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Smith, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The left fielder, number 4, Alex Gordon.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon, a base hit in his first trip. He's set, and the pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Stepping in now, Adalberto Mondesi, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. A 1 pitch on its way. Grounded up the first baseline. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. 1-2 the count to the Royals shortstop. Splitter, 2-2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Walker comes set. Full count pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch on its way. And another foul ball. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So coming to the plate, Nicky Lopez 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Popped him up. White is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. We played 4 full. It's the Mariners 3 and the Royals 1. Eric Skoglund will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Digging in to try it again, Tim Lokes. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Now batting, the center fielder, Malik Smith.
So here's Malik Smith. Runner goes. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, and no one will track it down.
Ball 1.
And he misses with it, 1-1. From the stretch. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Working for the punch out and the offering. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit back up the middle. To second for 1. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Now batting, Evan White, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Has a look, now the pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Looked to me like they anticipated him trying to swipe that bag. I mean, the pitcher shortened his delivery to the plate, but it didn't make a difference in the slightest. He still swiped that bag.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Count is 1-2 now. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Fouled away.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. This pitch is popped up. Dozier is there. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Standing in, Kyle Seager. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Two out here and a runner at second. Called strike at the knees. 1-1. In there, 1-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2.
Count 2-2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And that misses, ball 4. So it's 1st and 2nd now with 2 out.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Daniel Vogelback. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with 2 strikes.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fouled off. Two down, runners at first and second. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Mariners leave a couple, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Now in the box, Whit Merrifield. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Pitch on the way.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's ball one. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. The 1-1. In the dirt, did he go around? Yes, he did. And he makes the throw to first. Merrifield is retired, and there's one away.
The right fielder, Jorge.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up Jorge Soler to hit next. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A shot down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. And that's the second out.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Stepping in, Hunter Dozier. He flew out in his last at-bat. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Splitter that misses too low, and he's behind 2-0 now. And right into the shift, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Walker's ready. Here it comes.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
To short, hit hard. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. KC down in order. They still trail it here 3-1. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Into the box now, J.P. Crawford. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Pitch on the way. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. That's 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
Into the box now, Austin Nova, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1, and it's fouled away. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Here's the 1-2.
Oh, that's low. We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. 2
ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Now at the plate, Kyle Lewis. He lined out his first time around and then went down on strikes last time up. From the stretch. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Mondesi scoops it up on to first to complete the double play.
Boy, and that's a great play there at short. He's forced to go to the backhand and then pivot on that right leg to throw against the momentum of his body. These guys make it look easy. That's one you could definitely launch into right field if you're not under control.
Ready for another shot now, Jose Marmolejos. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like, single, gapper, homer, just get that guy in from third and get your team back motivated again.
Outside, 2-1. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
At the plate, Tim Lokes, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Down and away, ball 1. Lopes, a California-born ball player. He was taken in the 6th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mariners pick up a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's 4-1 in favor of the M's. Eric Swanson will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 50, Eric Swanson.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
The catcher, Salvador Perez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. Popped up. Crawford is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, number 66.
Ready now, Ryan O'Hearn. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Two well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Pitch on the way. On the ground to the right side. Scooped up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, number 7, designated hitter, Michael Franco.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Michael Franco. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Grounded to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Royals go down 1-2-3. They trail it 4-1. Jesse Hahn is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 32, Jesse Hahn.
So back to the top of the Seattle lineup, digging in, Malik Smith. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. First delivery to him on the way.
No, that's down.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Three and 0 now.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
3 balls and a strike to count to Malik Smith. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
3-2 pitch. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Next for Seattle, Evan White. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. He's set. Here's the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. And that's taken in near the line as the runner tags from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Kyle Seager.
So striding in, Kyle Seager. Lifetime against Jesse Hahn. He's only 2 for 10. First pitch of the at-bat. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and one out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
In now, Daniel Vogelbach, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And that misses 2-2. Three and two, a full count to the Mariners' designated hitter.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
He lays off, and that's outside, ball 4. They're at the corners now here with 2 away.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
At the plate, J.P. Crawford. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Swing and a line drive into left field, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't irk you.
Oh, it does irk me. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch.
Ball, that's it.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
That's ball.
2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Now the 2-1. Popped up. O'Hearn has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Mariners forced to settle for 1. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. It's the M's 5 and the Royals 1. Digging in and looking for more, Alex Gordon. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Lays off 1-0. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Lewis is there to put it away for route number 1.
Now batting, number 27.
So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Adalberto Mondesi. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
At the plate now, Nicky Lopez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home. Fly ball right down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. KC down in order. They're down here 5-1. Stepping into the box, Kyle Lewis. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Kyle Lewis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
That finds the zone, a called strike. Line to the right side. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Jose Marmolejo.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jose Marmolejos, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Took something off the curveball there. 76 miles an hour. It's 0-2.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
And the pitch. Count still at 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Here's a fly ball, well hit. He's around first, heading for 2. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Now batting.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Kevin McCarthy is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Kevin McCarthy.
To the plate now, Tim Loach. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Two and 0.
No, sir.
From the belt, kicks and deals. In there, 2-1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Now a pickoff play at second and a dive, but he's back. Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Hit out toward second. Fielded cleanly, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Malik Smith.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Malik Smith. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Oh, that's out.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1. Evan White would be next. Men on third with 2 down. And the count will be full. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Up next for Seattle, the first baseman, Evan.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Evan White. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's 6-1.
And he's one rookie that's not afraid of the moment. That's his second knock of the game. This one a double, and he looks like the type of player that knows he belongs.
Coming to the plate now, Kyle Seager. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
First pitch on its way. In there, no balls and a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. It's an 8-1 ball game.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Standing in now, Daniel Vogelback. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. 3 runs already home here. Vogelbach behind, the ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Seattle leads this one 8-1. Striding in once again, Whit Merrifield. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Merrifield.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
And that misses 1-1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. The 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Marmolejos arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
The right fielder, number 12, Jorge Soler.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jorge Soler. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball.
The 1-1. Hit high and deep to right center. Lewis waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Next for the Royals, the third baseman, Hunter Dozier.
Digging in once again, Hunter Dozier. He was a ground out victim last time up. First offering on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. On the run is Lewis. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. It's still an 8-1 ball game. All set to start the ninth in this one. Stepping in, J.P. Crawford. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Here comes the first pitch.
One ball, one strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch. High fly ball out to deep right field. So they're going back to the track, to the wall. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run off the bat of J.P. Crawford. Second home run early in the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
So now to the plate, Austin Nola. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Soler is there. Makes the play, one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Kyle Lewis.
Josh DeMont enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
63. Josh DeMont.
Digging in, Kyle Lewis. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
One out, nobody on. This is chopped down the third baseline. Another 0-2 coming.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
This is on the ground over to first. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner.
Now batting, left fielder, Jose.
Well, a part of me wants to applaud him for staying with it and making the throw, but After he bobbled it, he should have just eaten the ball and lived to fight another day. As it is, he gets tagged with an error, and a man is on base.
Into the box now, Jose Marmolejos, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
Ready for another chance? Tim Lopes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set. Here it comes.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
2 outs here with a runner at third.
Nope.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. And it's 3-2 now to the number 9 hitter.
This is a big bat right here. No doubt you'd rather go after the 9-hole hitter with a runner on third instead of giving the top of the order a chance to cash in.
And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. But the Mariners add to their lead thanks to the solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Royals. It's the M's 9 and the Royals 1. Settling in now, Salvador Perez, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
The 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Ryan O'Hearn waits on deck. Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 66.
Striding into the box, Ryan O'Hearn. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch on its way. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Too high, 1-2.
Great mid-AB adjustment right there. Swung at the first high fastball and was able to take the second one.
Nope.
Lays off, 2-2 now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full, 3-2.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. A payoff pitch one more time. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
At the plate, Michael Franco. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He makes the catch, and the Mariners have ended their 5-game losing streak as the ball game is over.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games, but they got the monkey off their back here with the win and are hoping to build on that now.
9-1 is the way this one ends. The Seattle Mariners led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Taijuan Walker gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Brad Keller was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners, 9 runs.